like a cup or a
because I measure
spoon?
everything.
I just do pinch.
But that's
here,
funny
pinch
because
there.
how many?
I have to measure, and I have to follow the directions, even if I know.
See, and I
that.
don't.
Percentage of chefs. How many are men and how many are women?
Mostly
Professional chefs.
men,
Right.
but
I think that's an interesting thing because there are more men chefs than women. I betcha.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting. Google that, Uncle Rick, please.
what's
Uncle.
What's the ratio of men to women chefs?
4.5 to 1.
Oh dear, I'd hate to be that half. Okay, so let's pick another one.
Okay.
We still have. Let me see how many. 1, 2, 3. We only have three left.
Three
You guys
left.
are doing really good.
Okay, go over the ones that we've done so far.
We've done spatial ability, emotions, language, reaction to stress, mathematical abilities, human relationships, and left brain versus both hemispheres.
What would be another one? Let's say...
Ouch.
Ouch.
pain receptors.
Yes!
I've been
Pain.
drinking. I'm only on my second glass of bourbon. Where are you coming up with all this
Yeah.
stuff? all of a
I've
sudden?
had 3.
And Uncle Rick said that he didn't think he would get any.
Well, you gave me a hint.
But that wasn't. They didn't get it.
I got
Okay.
it, but I'm just not that quick right now.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
very slow.
Okay, men and women
I'm tired.
perceive pain differently. In studies, women require more morphine than men to reach the same level of pain reduction.
Just a flesh wound.
Women are also more likely to vocalize their pain and to seek treatment for their pain than are men. The area of the brain that is activated during pain is the amygdala. Amygdala.
Oh
Thank
my
There you
God,
go.
I'm hurt.
and
Ask the
researchers
massage
have discovered that in men,
That
the
one.
right amygdala is activated, and in women, the left amygdala is activated. The right amygdala has more connections with the area of the brain that controls external functions, while the right amygdala has more connections with the internal functions. This difference probably explains why women perceive pain more intensely than do men.
Amygdala.
Wow.
Do you agree with that?
I would have to agree with that
You
because
mean they perceive pain, or
there's
they-
been many times I've been injured and not really paid attention.
They deal with pain. Do they now? Are you saying that now? Women sometimes deal with pain better through like the childbirth experience
agree.
and things like that.
I think that you're right about women dealing with pain differently. I think it has different things that are going through a body, like the hormones when a woman is giving birth or has
Yeah, because
pregnancy.
stuff shuts off.
Yes, and different things happen. So we deal with a different type of pain, which is the body breaking apart and then coming
Crunching
back
and
together after
breaking
the
pelvis.
hips, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
you
that.
guys wouldn't do real well with
I
that.
don't think
No.
that you guys would do that. Not
I've seen men with kidney stones cry like little babies.
Well, yeah. They say that's the closest thing to childbirth a man can have.
Well, my gallbladder exploded, and I drove myself to the hospital.
And the question you
I
asked
was
was
like,
7
hey, I'm not feeling too well.
7 to 3. Women, and this is a culinary school. It's the closest thing I could find. 7 to 3.
7 to 3.
Men,
for
7?
Women 3.
Interesting.
So
That doesn't surprise me, though.
But that doesn't mean they don't measure, because I have to, even though I've made something 100 times, I still look at the recipe and I still measure.
My
because I
mother
want it to be
taught
right.
me. My mother taught me that this was a teaspoon, this was a tablespoon,
now you're talking about the palm of
the palm of my hand, and I can usually guess within a fraction of an inch what a cup is.
That's-
But it's just because it's repetitious.
I can't.
It's repetition. Yeah. And, and that's true with anything. So back to pain. So if I fell,
You're killing me.
if I fell and broke
Masochist.
let's say I broke my ankle.
Okay.
And you fell and broke your ankle, I guarantee you I'll be a bigger sissy about it.
Probably, because I want to man up.
Right. And I want to milk it for all it's worth.
And it, being a man, it depends on who's around, because if I need
Oh,
some sympathy
good
from somebody,
point.
I can work that up.
Good point. I have a friend
Well, so
that
could a lady.
fell.
my toe! Oh! Yeah, I can see
I
that.
have a friend that fell in front of all of us, and I thought, oh, my God, she's so brave. I would have been laying there crying in a puddle. And she said that as soon as she got in the house and her husband was there, she started crying.
It was like when you were a kid and you hurt yourself and you were all fine, so you told your mom what happened and you
Right.
start bawling.
Right.
But your bone's sticking out of your arm. Yeah, I'm good. Just Yeah, no big
I'm
deal.
good. Just don't let me talk to my mom.
Sew me up.
I'll cry.
Mom, look.
Yeah, not
Yes.
too long ago, I was working in the shop and I cut my thumb, half of my thumb off. And,
Don't do that. Why did you do that?
I was
Because he needed
doing
something
some
to
stuff.
measure 8.5
Because he wanted
inches.
to. Yeah.
I wasn't going to have it.
That was
So anyways,
good, Uncle Rick.
I cut half my thumb off and it was just kind of dangling. And so I went and I wrapped it up with duct tape.
Did
Actually,
you super glue it?
no, I actually finished.
There ain't nothing
I
duct
actually-
tape can't fix.
I actually wrapped it in paper towel, put duct tape around it.
Sweet.
Finished what I was doing, walked in the house, and it was when I was married at the time. And I walked in, I says, I think I need to go to the emergency room. And my ex-wife's like, well, why is that? And I peeled it back, and she was like,
Ah!
And she said,
You
no,
know-
you don't.
yeah, probably.
No, you could duct
Yeah.
tape that.
So I'm like, that's
What was
okay.
wrong with the way it was?
That's okay. I know you don't care for me. I'll drive myself. So I ended up driving myself.
Oh dear.
But yeah,
Did it-
they ended up sewing
But you
it
know,
back
it's
together.
funny. It's kind of funny how your body protects yourself from that pain.
Well,
I
it does
think it
because
just
it doesn't
shuts
want you to
off.
go
right.
into shock.
I fell. Right. That's exactly why. Because you might have to do something. I fell in the
fight or
shower
Mm-hmm.
flight.
once, and I fell right on those bones that protect your eye. Those bones are there for a reason.
Yes, the
and
orbital.
I cut the skin. I fell so hard that I cut the skin around my whole eye.
Oh.
Wow.
And I didn't even feel it. And I made a big thump. And so my husband came in there to see.
All right.
Bleeding
And
all
I
over.
said, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And he pulled back the curtain, and there was blood all over me. And he goes, "Not so much. We have to go to the
We
hospital."
gotta go to the hospital. Why?
Yeah.
'Cause
And
you
I
didn't look
ended
down
up
yet.
getting like 12 stitches.
Well, when I fell in 2012, I fell 25 feet, shattered my right
He,
ankle.
he fell out of a tree stand.
Fell out of a tree stand.
Wasn't wearing his safety harness.
Well, I was wearing it. It just malfunctioned.
It broke.
And
No, he
I-
didn't even see
I
it.
shattered my right ankle, broke my back in 7 places, broke.
Wow. Well,
3
I'm sorry.
ribs.
What was her name?
Yeah, really. broke 3 ribs, cracked my head open, had a concussion, and all this stuff happened in front of my kids as we were getting ready to
Wow.
go out the woods.
And he walked back to the truck.
And my daughter's like, "Dad, you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right."
Oh
You know.
my god!
And so I'm like,
Wait, did you hurt, or did your body shut the pain
my
off?
body just shut everything off.
Huh.
I told my daughter.
Didn't
at
want
the
her to
time,
panic.
I told my daughter, I said, "Hey,
Self-preservation.
go grab the truck, get your brother, come back here, pick me up."
She hit every
Let's
tree
go."
in the woods.
She hit every tree in the woods on the way down the tree. I'm sitting there laying thinking, "God, please don't let me die." Blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, you're bam. Oh, there's one. Bam. Oh, she hit bam. She hit 3 trees on the way out to get me. And she was honking the
She was in
horn.
a
As
hurry.
long as the
She
truck
had
could still run.
She had the window rolled
Wow.
down. Jacob, come get Dad's hurt. Blah blah blah. Anyways, I couldn't walk, but I couldn't even feel my legs.
Right.
Oh, God.
But
I wonder why.
my kids got there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk to the truck. I don't know how I did. Got back to the truck.
Really, adrenaline.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's all that got me going there. And I didn't feel any pain till like 3 days later.
Wow.
Laying in the
See,
hospital,
that's
and then it was like,
self-preservation.
"More
Your
drugs!"
body saved you.
So I
It
had-
didn't want you to feel
No.
pain because
But at the same
you
time,
would have
the-
been screaming and yelling.
At the time, it's the same time. I didn't want the kids to freak out.
Right,
so that's-
exactly.
We've had prisoners
So your
do that
body protected you.
during
It is
manic
different when you have
episode.
when adrenaline starts kicking in than a woman being pregnant.
Well, yeah,
right?
because the body for the
Right.
for the
So-
ladies, it turns off certain pain receptors during childbirth because it knows it's going to hurt.
Oh, it still hurts, honey.
It still hurt.
But
During-
when they do an episiotomy, you don't feel it like you would if they just laid you on a table today and sliced
Right.
it.
Actually, in episiotomy at that point, there's so much pressure.
You're so grateful for it, right?
Let her rip.
Let her go.
Woo!
Right.
Actually, during the flood of 1996, I was on the fire
The
department.
great flood.
The great flood of 1996.
I wasn't here.
Wait, we need some.
You ready? Let me know
Okay,
when.
ready?
Right.
The Great Flood of 96. Anyways, during the Great Flood of 96, I was on the volunteer fire department. And we got this call from Central Dispatch. And this lady was giving birth in her house.
Yeah, she picked a bad time.
She did. And we actually had to swim to her house.
Oh my God.
Okay, with all the stuff that we had.
Boy, you were sterile in that water.
Yeah, it was great.
It's just like when you save the little fawn.
I got the...
Yes, the little fawn
I get into some
story.
weird crap. Anyway, so we get there.
Not literally.
I get there. I open up the door, and the water is waist deep.
Oh my God!
And this lady is on her kitchen table giving birth right on her kitchen table, and it's waist deep throughout the whole house.
Did they name him Noah?
No, they should have. Anyways, she's like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. So we went to the neighbor's house. Some of the guys went to the neighbor's house.
Was it higher?
What's that?
Was the neighbor's house higher?
No, same level.
Oh.
They
went
named
to
it
the
Moses.
neighbor's house. They stole the other firefighters stole the guy's boat and brought it back over so we could ship her out to the ambulance.
Oh my God!
Anyway, she's on this table and I'm the only one there, and she's like, "It's coming, it's coming!" I'm like, "Yes, it is, lady." And this lady, I don't know whether she had practice or what, but it was like, let's get this done and get out of here. It was like, boop, there it was. Poof,
wow.
I caught it. Poof, away we went into the boat.
Wow.
I mean, she hardly did any screaming whatsoever, but I think
She must have had other children.
I think it had to do with the situation she was in.
Oh,
little
that
nervous,
could
you
be
know.
too, right?
It was like,
Right. She could have went in the water. We could have been doing it with the water.
But you know,
child, right?
you
like-
hear those stories about
All
people
over
giving
the
birth
table,
in
it was like,
fields and going back to
Yep.
work.
They called that baby Moses
Yeah,
because he parted the Red Sea. Moses.
he parted the table. I mean, it was like, you know,
We'll leave that alone.
her water broke all over town.
Right, flooded the whole thing,
Yeah, it was everywhere.
just like the flood of 2017.
That's right. Yeah.
Everything was flooded
Okay.
around here.
So
Back to the.
My
Back
water's
to-
breaking.
we only
it
have-
already did, lady.
Why don't you
We
take
only have two more.
take one? I want you to
Wait,
take
let's
one.
be-
Deb.
Well, I know what they are.
You know what
I'm
they
gonna.
are?
I'll
You
go
know-
to
Apparently,
one.
we don't.
Susceptibility to disorder.
See,
What?
that's
Wait
way-
a minute. Wait a minute.
You got to simplify that into boy
Yeah.
terms.
What the hell is that?
Susceptibility to order.
That's like a.
So,
that's like a.
are you
sign
saying
Because
that
I
women are more
can-
organized than men?
No, not necessarily more organized, cleaner.
cleaner?
Not true.
No.
Not true.
No, that's not true. Have you been
Not
in a
in
gay
all,
house?
Not in all cases.
My friend,
Have I been where?
My
In a
friend
gay house?
Eric and John.
Oh,
in
they're
Charlotte,
very clean.
There you
Yes,
Eric
go.
and John in Charlotte have the cleanest.
you're
house on the
absolutely
planet.
right.
But they have a
But
housekeeper.
but their brain works
But that's two
differently.
guys.
They-
You can't even count that.
They have a housekeeper.
Yes, they
My
do.
my house would be
Their
spotless if I had a
housekeeper is
housekeeper.
gay too.
Let me.
though.
Can I
That's
tell
it.
you a little story?
Go ahead. Go ahead. We're
I
listening.
was dating this guy, and oh my God, he was so cute. This is a long time ago.
Okay.
You
Sorry.
don't have to tell them about our past.
It was
Come on.
Okay.
He's so
Okay.
cute. He's
He
just
shall
so
remain nameless. And it was when I was living in California. Oh my God, this guy was so cute.
Okay,
and
that's
he
three
was
times.
hot.
So
His name was Frank.
And he
4
used to
times.
he
Wait a
used to
minute.
come over to my house
He was
sometimes,
very
and
cute.
we went to school together at UC Berkeley, and he lived out of town, but he was taking some classes there. And so one time he asked me, and this is after we were seeing each other for quite a while, he asked me if I would come to his house, which was not in Berkeley.
Okay.
And I
Dirty?
could never see him again after that. That house was so horrible.
He didn't clean?
It was. It was so horrible, and it broke my heart because he was so damn cute.
My house was when I was alone or had when it was just me in my own place. It was always
Very
clean.
clean. It was.
It
Very
wasn't.
Did your mama
that-
visit?
It was never. It was not
No,
cluttered.
she didn't,
no,
but it was a very clean house.
It
Oh.
but you always had to keep it that way because you never wanted to have that.
That's
happen.
right.
Right. I know. I couldn't
Hey,
even.
ladies,
I
come
couldn't
back
see
to
him
my
again.
house.
I did.
Plus, I
I,
was the only one there, and I was only there for like
Well, let
4
me
11
ask
hours
you
a
this.
day.
You know,
Okay, so let's pretend like
Let's pretend.
there's a house.
That's a Prince song.
There's a house, and the
the hill.
floors kind of need mop, but not really. But
Right.
they're a little bad, but
Then mop
not
it.
that bad.
I'll mop it
You will?
Yes.
Would you, Eric?
hold on, is it your house?
It's your house.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
every Thursday.
if you
Would
have
you,
time.
Eric? Would you clean it?
Oh, absolutely. Every day. That
Well,
would
they do
be-
theirs every
for
day.
Me,
I-
it
Well,
drives me nuts.
I do my-
it's been my experience that my dirt tolerance level is not as my dirt tolerance level is lower than most people. Well, I raised 2 sons, and I was shocked at how long that let stuff
I
go.
try to vacuum once a week and do the kitchen floor once a week.
Okay.
And what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow is
Vacuuming.
Wednesday. Thursday, I do the kitchen floor.
so you're not doing anything. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Can you come to?
I'll vacuum.
He's coming to my house.
I had to
my
buy
house.
a Swiffer because I had both my knees
I have a
replaced and I
Swiffer.
can't get down on the floor anymore. So I have to
Right.
stand up and do it. I can't do the bathroom
I
floor
have-
because I
Do the
can't
floor
get
on
around.
Uncle
your
Rick.
knees?
Yeah, I crawl
Seriously?
with a
so
bucket
did
of water.
I.
Oh,
So
really?
did I.
Did you wear
Uncle
shorts
Rick,
while you were doing it, or
wait,
just naked?
Uncle
letting it all
Rick-
hang
Nothing.
out?
Uncle
Nothing?
Rick,
That
over
would've
here.
been something
Maybe
sweet.
boxers.
I have a Swiffer.
Focus.